My parents told me that, yeah, go for it. Because if you're not going to do it now, not sure when you will get another chance to do it in the future.
Right. Hey everyone, welcome to Making Moves
Hi,
with Bea and Daniel. I'm Daniel.
I'm Bea.
And on this podcast, we talk about Canadian immigration and how to succeed as international students or new immigrants in Canada. And pretty soon, we're going to have more guests on the podcast where we'll talk about their story and how they succeeded here. So super excited about that. But first, before we dive into, we're gonna talk about our treat for today. All right, our treat for today is just a random grapefruit juice that we got yesterday. How does it taste like?
Very bitter because it's
Oh my-
grapefruit juice.
That's not good.
It's not orange, it's grapefruit. So,
No. It's like super bitter.
yeah.
But anyway, that's a treat for today. That's what we're drinking for today. All right, we're jumping into the topic. So our topic now is, I know we've shared a lot like about our lives, but we've never shared about our decision of why we actually decided to
here.
go to Canada in the first place. So I'll ask Bea first, because basically you were the one who basically decided for us to go here. How did you, like, if someone asks you like why did you decide to go to Canada?
Yeah, so to make the long story short, so first I got an offer to be a pastry chef in a restaurant in Hong Kong, although that didn't pan out well because my visa got rejected. I got denied, so I was so devastated, and I didn't have a job that time too. So I talked to my best friend, Trisha. She's also here with us right now.
Trish.
She's our housemate. So she told me that she's gonna go to Canada, and she's already processing and preparing all her documents and papers. And she's ready to submit everything. She got in at Centennial College already and all that. And I was like, "What? You're going to Canada without even telling me?" So she was like, "Do you want to go with us? They want to go with me." Erica and her sister is gonna went here as well. So I was like, okay. So this was June 2019, and they're planning to take the winter semester at Centennial College for December. I think that's January 2020. So we didn't really had much time to prepare for our application, if ever. So I had to talk to Davi. So we had a serious
That's my
talk about it.
Filipino name, by the way.
Oh yeah, Daniel. Yeah. So we used to call him Davi. So now he's Daniel here.
Sorry, go.
So yeah. So I had a serious talk with Davi, with Daniel, if he's okay if I go here to Canada alone at first and maybe try it out. If it works out, maybe he can follow after maybe one semester. It's just that because he's already a marketing manager back then, and he's just starting out his career as well. So it's like maybe it's better if it's just me who try it first. Let's see how it works. But then he didn't want to be to be left
I'm
alone.
not leaving her alone here. Well, I think so. That was it, right? So you just decided like on a whim. It was
Yeah,
just like,
it's like, okay. So what am I supposed to do in my life? It's like Trisha's going to Canada, my best friend's going to Canada, and I have this huge opportunity that I can grab as well. So I talked to my family too if they'll be able to help me as well. Of course, it's not an easy decision. It's gonna be expensive. Very expensive because the tuition fee, we have to pay for the tuition fee and all the living expenses here as well. So, but then my parents told me that, yeah, go for it. Because if you're not going to do it now, I'm not sure when you will get another chance to do it in the future.
right.
So it's like, okay, sure. Okay, maybe I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And
And what age were you with this?
I think I
forgot.
was 26
26?
that time.
At that
Yeah.
time, right? Yeah, she was like Bea. It's literally like someone just asked us to
Yeah.
go to the mall with
It's like,
them.
hey, May, I want to go to the mall. Oh, okay, yeah, let's go.
It's like,
But then, yeah,
there's no planning.
There is.
That's never this never crossed our minds to even
Yeah.
go to Canada. Australia, maybe, but Canada was
Yeah.
just not
We never
on the
really
list.
had the chance to like, we never really wanted to go anywhere. We just wanted to
Yeah.
stay in the Philippines and like, maybe let's just work here, retire there. Never really crossed our mind to like
Right.
go anywhere outside the Philippines. But then I got the opportunity, the Hong Kong opportunity that didn't go as planned. So yeah, I think
Right. And that's it. And then literally, we were at BGC, Bonifacio Global City. That's where I was working before as marketing manager, and my career was literally just starting. Because this might be for another video, but before we started working, we were entrepreneurs for a while. We were selling like cereal milk and edible cookie dough
yeah.
all over the Philippines, and then we started working because we ran out of cash. So I started working. So I was
Yeah.
literally just starting my career. From social media manager, I became a marketing manager, and then I was like, "Well, that's nice." And then all of a sudden, like Bea just comes to me and like, "Hey, I'm going to Canada. You coming?" And I was like, "Did it even take me a day? Maybe, or it took me a while." And by a while, I mean like a week or not even.
Not even. I think it's just after I told you, you were
Yeah.
just like, okay, maybe I should go
But you
to.
told me at home. At home, you were like, "Oh yeah, I might go." And then like we were in BGC and we were talking about it. And when you were saying, "Yeah, I'll just go ahead first," and then maybe
I'm
you can
actually
go.
planning everything out already. You're like,
Oh, yeah, she was doing a DIY route.
yeah,
We didn't do the agency yet. She was just doing the DIY route.
yeah.
Um,
No, I started like collecting and like researching about what I need to submit or get for the application. Even before I no, I did it after you decided that you're gonna go with
really?
me. Yeah.
Huh.
So
So in terms of that decision,
yeah, so we decided first before we did anything.
right. So in
Yeah.
terms of how fast that decision was for me to leave my new and budding career in the Philippines was, I'd say, within 3 days. At home, Bea told me, "Hey, Trish is going to Canada. I might go." And I'm like, "Well, I just
Yeah.
started my career. I just started making money. What do we do?" And then like we were at BGC just walking around, and I'm the type of person who's like, if I'm gonna regret this decision, like not doing this, if I'm gonna regret that in the future, I'll do it. No questions asked. And that was it. I knew that if I wasn't going to Canada to try it out, I knew that I was gonna regret it. Because worst case, we fail here, we go back to the Philippines and like, well, we lost a few years, but we
Yeah.
didn't. We became permanent residents, and wow,
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
unbelievable. So yeah, so we got here. That was basically it. The way I told my parents was I went to their room one day, and I was like, "Hey, I have news." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm going to Canada." Just
Yeah.
silence. Just like, oh, okay, what do you mean? I'm like, they're like, for vacation? I'm like, no, I'm going for good. I'm gonna study there. I'm gonna work there, and I just need to loan a ton of money
From them.
because I didn't have money going here. I had to like loan from my parents, which I have to pay back. But yeah, and then that was it.
Yeah,
That was it.
that was it. Then we started like with the application because we wanted to go with Trisha, our best friend, my best friend, by January 2020. So we had to do everything quick because we had like I don't know,
We applied June. When did we apply?
we only have like 3 months to prepare everything. Yeah,
No,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, June.
we
Yeah,
applied June,
I think
and then
we started filing our like documents and
yeah.
stuff by and before June, maybe last week of August.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So literally June, July, August, September, October, November.
Yeah.
We had 7 months. So it's like we decided on a whim that we had 7 months to figure things out. And then we went with an agency. And then do you remember the timelines like from the time we applied at the agency when we actually got our visa? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be accurate, but I think we took our IELTS exam by June or July, and then by August, September. I think by August we submitted our application already, and we got our result by October.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
October,
yes.
November. So we had 2 months. So we got our results in October, but we had to fly out by December.
Yeah.
It just sounds more crazy now that we're talking about it. So it's like, so yeah, we got approved it in October. I didn't resign from my job yet. You didn't resign from your job yet,
No.
right? Because we were waiting. And then
Yeah.
once we got that approval, I sent in my resignation in like the first week of November or something. And I was like, I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
same. Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I think I worked until a week before we left.
Right. Because we needed like
We
more,
need more money.
we need more money.
We needed like allowance and budget
Right.
to go here.
Because we only got, how much did you get? I got like living expenses from my parents like 3 months.
Yeah. And it's because we decided on a whim. We didn't get a chance to like save up for it. So
We didn't.
it took us,
Thank
I don't
God
know,
for-
6 months.
Yeah.
So all our salary or income within that 6 months, we had to like save
Right.
for
And we sold a bunch of stuff too. Like
Yeah.
we sold our refrigerators. We
Yeah.
sold our
So we had
baking stuff.
lots of appliances and like stuff for our that we used for our business before. So we had to sell everything, like the chest
Yeah.
freezer, like.
It was so
What else?
sketchy
There's
too.
so
There was
much.
like random people going in our
Yeah.
house and getting our refrigerator.
So we got, I don't know, maybe how much, $1,000 for everything. So
Hey.
not bad.
Yeah, Bea sells stuff really well. Yeah, then we just got here. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Basically, that's a story.
So
So
thank you, Trish,
thanks, Trish, our
for
housemate.
inviting us to go here.
Right. So just to recap that, like Bea got denied with her Hong Kong visa. Trish was like going. Trish, our housemate, was going to Canada. Trish was like, "You want to go?" Bea was like, "Yes." And then Bea asked me, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Yes." And that's it. 7 months, we were able to go here.
Yeah, funny thing, Trisha and I planned to go to Australia way back in 2013 or 14, I think. And we attended a seminar too. Yeah, like a
Right.
study pathway as well. But I think it was too expensive for us during that time. We didn't have any savings too, and we're kind of half-hearted too. So now we ended up going here together as well back in 2019. So it was just really funny.
Right. I mean, it's just life.
It's life.
It just happens.
Yeah.
All right, so that is that. That's our quick story. So now you know more about it, and then we'll tell you more about our journey in the upcoming episodes. And but yeah, that was great. Thanks for listening. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast, our YouTube channel. Make sure to like this, add this to your playlist, and we'll bring you more episodes for sure. So that's it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.